children, welcome to our physics class. In previous classes, we have gained some knowledge on displacement, speed and velocity. But in today's class, we shall gain some knowledge on some important and exciting topic of kinematics, that is acceleration. So here we go with acceleration. Children, what is acceleration? Yes, acceleration means the increase in velocity per unit time or decrease in velocity per unit time is generally referred as acceleration or deceleration. Children, have you ever wondered why whenever a car is being started, so as and when it is moving on, it accelerates, its velocity gradually increases, but whenever the brakes are being applied, its velocity gradually decreases. Isn't it, children? So this increase in velocity per unit time is called as acceleration, whereas the decrease in velocity per unit time is called as deceleration. The other name for deceleration is also retardation. Okay, children. So, what is acceleration? The increase in velocity per unit time is called as acceleration, whereas the decrease in velocity per unit time is called as deceleration. So, negative acceleration itself is called as deceleration or retardation. Negative acceleration is called as deceleration or retardation. Okay, children. So, mathematical form of acceleration, that is the total change in velocity. I repeat, the total change in velocity of a body to that of the total change in time or total time taken to bring that change is called as acceleration. So, let us try to represent the same. Okay, children. So, what is acceleration? Acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but increase in velocity. Increase in velocity per unit time. Per unit time. Similarly, you have one more thing called deceleration. So, what is deceleration, children? Decrease in velocity. Decrease in velocity per unit time is defined as your acceleration. Here it is increasing and here it is decreasing. So, clearly this acceleration and deceleration are opposite. So, no doubt that, so negative acceleration, if it is mean reversed, the negative acceleration is also called as your, deceleration. Negative acceleration is also known as deceleration, or another name is also there, that is retardation. What is that, children? Deceleration or retardation. And now, if we try to discuss something regarding the mathematical form of this acceleration, then mathematical form. What is the mathematical form, children? So, as we have discussed just now, that the total change in acceleration is nothing but the total change in velocity. What is that, children? Total change in velocity to the total time taken. Total time taken for that change in velocity. Time taken for that change in velocity. So what is the mathematical form of acceleration, children? The total change in velocity to that of the total time taken to bring that change. This ratio itself is called as your acceleration. Children, again this acceleration we classified into two types. One is uniform acceleration, the other is non-uniform acceleration. Suppose if this ratio is constant throughout its motion, then we say that it is moving with uniform acceleration. But if this ratio will be changing continuously time to time, then we say that it is moving with non-uniform acceleration. That means, what is uniform acceleration, children? Acceleration is again classified into two types. One is uniform acceleration, the other is non-uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration and other is non-uniform acceleration. What makes the difference? If this acceleration of the body is constant throughout the motion, that is change in velocity per unit time always constant. Every moment, if it is increases with the same ratio, 3 meter per second square, 3 meter per second square, 3 meter per second square and so on. But in that case, it is moving with uniform acceleration. Suppose in another example, if we consider, earlier it moved with 3 meter per second square, then it changed, it reduced its speed and 2 meter per second square, again 6 meter per second square, lot of increase is there, again 10 meter per second square, some difference is there, fluctuating changes are there. No doubt velocity will be increasing per unit time, but not in an equal ratio, varies, okay. So whenever this acceleration, change in velocity per unit time is constant throughout the motion, it is said to be uniform acceleration. Whereas if the acceleration of a body changes with respect to changes means, then it is said to be as non-uniform acceleration. So hope you understood, children. So let us try to discuss in detail based on the some numerical part.